Hi everybody, welcome back to Slime Rancher with Sips and Lewis.
Hey, Sips.
Team Double Dragon, what's up?
How you doing?
It's Tuesday morning. Are you feeling fresh?
Tuesday.
You feeling
It's
funky?
Tuesday morning.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling fresh at all. I've just woken up.
Oh.
I have a banana, though, which will give me my potassium
Oh,
for the
yeah.
day.
Yeah. There's a lot of sugar in that, though.
Contain more radiation
Okay.
than... What was it? I've forgotten that bullshit fact.
Yeah.
They contain a lot of radiation.
You know,
yeah.
traveling on a
I told
plane-
this fact to P-Flax, okay?
Okay.
That was that thing about bananas being radioactive, and he was like,
Right.
"Oh my god, my kids eat bananas all the time. Should I stop eating bananas?" And I was like, "No, don't, because bananas are really good." But they, it was to demonstrate that things aren't as radioactive as you think, you know. Something
Well,
like that.
I mean, you got to be careful of the radioactivity, though, right? It's a bit like, you know, you see sometimes like those people who have been subjected to radiation for a long period of time and they get like green marks on their skin and stuff like that. And that's not, you were never meant to get a green mark on your skin, right? As a human being. Like,
What do you mean?
in nature, there's nothing that would really cause a green blotch to go on your skin, right? But because of like the radioactivity mutating like your genes and stuff, you can get like, you can be born with like a green birthmark, like a neon green birthmark.
Okay, well, I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know if that's what you
it's
really
common.
want for
It's
you,
common.
you or your family. I mean, I think you should try to avoid the radiation. So don't eat bananas anymore. This
So
is
wait,
we're back on to
so
health advice, okay?
I think the
no more
banana
bananas.
thing-
Don't travel by plane. You get a lot of radiation from traveling on a plane, more than you realize. Actually, it's pretty crazy. And if you have a cell phone in your pocket turned on while you're on the plane, even if it's on flight mode, that's like the ultimate. Yeah, I mean, basically, you're probably gonna have like 3 dicks by the time you land. Which, I mean, it's probably benefits to that, right?
Yeah. Well,
Some
let's
people
think.
would love to grow a couple of extra dicks.
Well, it's all about perspective.
It's all about perception.
One of those two. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about one of those two.
Yeah.
Because if you, the classic thing is the banana equivalent dose, right, of potassium in a banana radiation
Yeah.
is actually not anywhere near as much as a transatlantic flight. So a transatlantic flight from New York, not even a transatlantic flight. So New York to LA, so a Trans-America flight
Yeah.
is the equivalent of 480 bananas
Radiations
worth of radiation.
per capita per millia. So
Yeah.
basically what Lewis is trying to say is that if you want to be like a spider human with, you know, 4 arms and 4, like Goro, if you want to step off the plane in New York City and be the new Goro, fly there basically, because that level of radiation is going to fuck you up big time.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But think of all the really awesome hugs you can give to people if you do become Goro. I mean, that was his finishing move, remember? Just hugged you really hard. And occasionally clapped his hands with your head in between and your head exploded.
I mean,
Yeah?
one of the things that I don't actually know how true this is, but the whole Chernobyl thing where there's lots of like mutated animals and stuff there.
Well,
that-
no, that's the thing, though. There's not. Because you're not actually allowed in the area of Chernobyl anymore. It's been completely closed off. It's like abandoned and haunted, and there's too much radiation there still. Like, it was
Yeah,
a
and
real,
so that's
real
so there's like
disaster.
checkpoints, and so all the foxes and fish and stuff can't get in. They get stopped. at
they're
the
not there
borders.
anymore anyway. Like, they've gotten the 3-eyed fish and all that. They've gotten rid of all that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they haven't actually. I think the one thing I do know about Chernobyl is that it's actually kind of a very good place for animals to live, and actually the natural animals who live there have flourished because
Oh yeah, because there's no human
humans go
intervention,
there.
right?
Yeah.
You don't have humans
Whereas
like
even-
stealing the eggs and stuff. Oh.
even in national parks and stuff, there's a lot of trouble with animals. They get there's a lot of humans hanging around.
There are lots.
And so
yeah. We're everywhere
I think
now.
in the Chernobyl exclusion zone or whatever it's called, you need to, there's it's a lot of, I think there's like been recoveries in native populations of wild animals, which is a nice thing.
Yeah.
I think the radiation is kind of located around specific areas as well, rather than sort of just everywhere. But yeah, radiation's a funny old thing. I always find it funny when it's sort of portrayed on TV.
Yeah.
There's that classic thing that happens, isn't there? If you get exposed to a massive amount of radiation, that you're basically
like the
like
fly.
fine. You're
Yeah.
fine, but then you're
Jeff
dead
Goldblum.
like a day later. No,
Yeah.
you're not the fly. The fly was a
Radiated.
teleporter,
Beyond all.
wasn't it, or whatever, wasn't it?
That's right. It was he was testing out a teleporter and it went wrong.
No, it
And
wasn't
a
a teleporter,
fly,
was it?
It was like,
What
yeah,
was
it was.
it?
It was something like that. It was like a time machine or something. Anyway,
Oh,
he went in
yeah.
and a fly managed to get in there in the mix with him. And then when he came out, he was just felt compelled to barf on donuts, and because that's how flies eat. Like they barf on stuff to break it down, and then they just sort of drink up all the
That's
goo
how I
that's
eat.
left over. Me too. I'm just going, just having a burger just right now. So hungry. That's my
It's a
breakfast.
really efficient way of doing it. I don't know why more
It
people
totally
don't
is.
do that.
Yeah, I don't know why more people don't do it. I mean, if you listen to us and you watch our videos, you probably know that we have an abundance of health advice to give you at any given time. And a new thing that we've sort of been working on together recently is this idea that throwing up on your food and then eating it after actually, it's kind of like cereals. You know, cereals have that sort of protective coating so that the milk doesn't get into it too quickly to make it soggy. You know, it's
Yeah.
usually like a coating of frosting or whatever. Well, if you barf on your food, it sort of encases all of the nutrients into the food so that when you then go to eat it after, it's all preserved for you naturally with your barf.
Why does cereal have a protective layer on it?
Well, I think they want to get more sugar into the cereal to begin with because it's nice. But then because they want to put the sugar on the cereal in the first place, they're like, well, we might as well put it to good use while it's there. So let's make it a protective layer so that the cereal doesn't actually get too soggy when the milk is on there. It's genius, isn't it?
Thanks, fucking Professor Farnsworth. Jesus, that
Well,
was a great scientific description.
yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad that you recognize real science when you hear it.
Hell yeah.
You being like a real scientist and everything.
So, Slime Rancher,
Yeah.
how much of this game is there?
I
What-
don't know.
And
I don't know. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's like a fresh hell. Maybe you can never escape like the first level. I feel like I'm on the first level still.
I do like the word plort as well.
Plort,
There's certain
yeah.
words that are just very pleasant, aren't they, to say?
Yeah, to
and
say, yeah,
enjoyable.
like the word plort. You're right. I've got 20
Yeah.
of these pink plorts. Maybe I'll get some of these fruits and stuff too. I got
I
a
like the way you
whole-
say it.
What plort?
Yeah.
Why do you like the
Plort,
way I say it?
plort.
How's it any
Because
different?
I always, I don't know. Well, I emphasise the T at the end. I can't help myself. I'm British.
plort.
Yes.
Plort. Sound Irish. Give me a feckin' plort.
Mammy, I need a plort over here. Stat.
That did not sound Irish. I mean, come
I'm
on.
so.
You need
Oh.
to be better at Irish accents than me, at least. I mean, come on.
I know. Who do I think I am?
Who
I
do
think
you
this is
you
one
are?
of my failings as an internet personality.
A
and
human being, yeah.
Stroke entertainer.
Yeah.
I think that one of the things that
Stroke
would be.
entertainer. What?
That's right. That's how I,
like that.
classify myself now.
Yeah.
Internet personality, stroke entertainer.
Nice.
No, but honestly, I think that I always feel embarrassed, right? That look, if you're a celebrity,
Yeah.
okay,
What kind of
training-
celebrity are we talking about here?
Like
Like get off the plane in Singapore and just have legions of young girls screaming and crying
No,
after you, Michael Jackson style?
no, okay, not a celebrity then. If you're a professional,
Sorry,
right,
I'm not
actor,
interested then.
If you're a professional, like a character actor or
Right.
an actor, and you want to
Yeah.
take yourself seriously, you want to take your role and your job and your life seriously,
Yeah.
you put a lot of work into it, right? Like good old Christian Bale.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, when he was younger, he lost a lot of weight, didn't he, for that role? And then he
That's
put it all
right.
back on, and then he
Yeah,
beefed
Tom
up,
Hanks
and he
has
got-
done similar things as well. Lost weight and gained weight for roles. You know, like Castaway was a good example of that. Lost a whole
But,
bunch of weight.
I mean,
And then when
that's
they had
only
to
an
film the
exa-
stuff when he got home and he sort of gorged on pies and stuff, he had to.
Did
obviously-
they?
Yeah, yeah. They had to put the weight back on. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a real thing. I thought
After
they
his
just
ordeal out there at sea. Yeah.
put a fat suit on. After he
No,
got
no,
back.
not even a fat suit. He just went on like a
Because he got
reverse
really
diet.
fat
He
when he
went
got
like
back.
on a weight gain diet, but like a natural weight gain. You know, like he didn't go like on the creatine or whatever. You know, no protein shakes, nothing like that. It was just straight up birthday cakes every day and stuff.
I was thinking, I walked past a men's fitness shop in the town yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And you know, they sell like these enormous tubs of protein powder.
I know. It's for people that go to the gym and do all like the bench pressing and everything, right? Like
Do you think there's like some psychological
bulk
thing
up.
to do with that though? Because you know how people who go to the gym and do all the bench pressing, they want to be massive. You know, they want to be huge.
they want to be massive
so-
in the right ways though, right? They want to be like
So,
they want to
yeah,
look
but-
strong and stuff.
but do you reckon
They don't want to
that-
have big, you know, swinging man tits. They want to have.
No, that's true. But they want these firm barrel chest muscles. You know, they want big muscly arms. They want these big muscly.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna say it. So do I. You know what? And if
Yeah.
you can find a way for me to do that that doesn't require me actually getting up from my computer chair, I am all ears. Okay.
Well, I think the thing is that men's fitness thing sells these enormous tubs of protein powder, which I think might. This is in my brain. This might be
Yeah.
bollocks.
Okay,
Resemble.
yeah. If it's in
like
your brain,
a big
there's a good
man
chance it
muscle.
is. Yeah.
Okay. Because I think if you're trying to sell something to these group of guys who want to be all buff and grow their muscles and be big,
Yeah.
the best way to do it is to sell. What other things can you buy in like the biggest jumbo tubs you've ever seen? Some of these tubs, Sips, were like huge.
Yeah, I know you can buy
They're
ice cream
huge.
like that
They were like tubs that you have in like.
in your fallout shelter.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they were like
I know.
those big tubs that you see in the middle of the road, full of
I know.
water or whatever, or sand.
But the thing
in
is, you get through them
American-
because it's like you know, like chocolate milk powder.
they were like waist high tubs.
I know, but you go through them because you have to use like half of it each go. Like you have to make a big old milkshake with them,
Have
right?
you ever had a protein shake out of one of
Never
those
in my
tubs?
life have I ever.
Never
had
in
one,
my life, no. I
I'm
haven't
just
either.
assuming that this is the process. You scoop up the stuff into a glass, and then you pour some milk into the glass, and then you have this banana flavored protein shake. And then you go into some sort of roid rage, which I know is not the case because it's just protein. But I always just associate all of this stuff to do with men's health with men raging out in a major way. So like I always think like, you know, they drink the whole glass in one gulp. It's like this, you know, it's like a pint or whatever. And then they smash the pint on their face and they're like, fucking protein, yeah! And they go crazy.
Well, yeah. So they wake up glistening. They walk into the bathroom looking perfect. Their hair's perfect. They don't need to have a shower. They don't look tired, anything like that. They
Yeah.
flex in front of the mirror. They've got a massive mirror. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They go into the kitchen, like you said. They crack open. I don't know. Maybe there's just a fucking waist high tub of protein powder just there.
I think
in the
there
fucking
is,
kitchen.
though. I think that's the
You know,
thing there is.
Like maybe it's even built in. Okay, so maybe so they have to get both hands. Okay, and
Yeah.
it's like a tire, right? A car tire lid, and they slowly fucking roll it off. Inside is like a shovel. Okay.
Yeah,
They
a
shovel
shovel.
out like
Okay, yeah.
fucking like a shovel full into an enormous sort of glass, almost
witch's
like some sort
cauldron.
of scientific piece of
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah.
Okay, a bit of it goes like on the floor, but they don't care.
Yeah.
And then they get out of the fridge. They get like a 18 pack of eggs, and they start cracking them in there as if they've done it like every day of their life. And they're like cracking all the eggs in like 18 whole eggs, and then you think they're done, and then they get another 18 pack out, and then of the fridge, and they crack those in. And I can imagine this guy doing a vlog. It's like, hey, this is Chad's health vlog. So
There
I've
are
got
a lot
my,
of them out
my
there,
protein
by the
shake
way.
here.
That's a pretty
And-
big thing, a health vlog.
Yeah, and I'm gonna weigh myself in a minute, but let me just show you my routine for preparing my daily shake.
Okay,
So
Chad.
this shake will last
I'm
me
ready.
at least 3 hours. Before I'm gonna wait an hour, then I'm gonna hit the gym, and then when I come back, I'm gonna have another shake. I'm gonna have an hour break, and then I have another shake, one of these. And so while he's cracking eggs while he's doing this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then he gets like some fucking industrial, it looks like some sort of pneumatic fucking drill. He gets that out of a cupboard, plugs it in, and just starts stirring the shake
Wailing away, yeah.
until it's this kind of off-white, kind of frothy mix. Okay, and then he says, do you know what though? Do you know what I like doing to this? I like giving myself a little treat. And then he puts like 1 teaspoon of sugar in it. He goes, there you go, that's my treat.
That's my
That-
treat. 1
That's
teaspoon
what
of
I need.
sugar.
That's just
Is
how
that-
I like it. You might like it.
That's not a thing, though. Having a teaspoon of sugar. They say a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go round or whatever. And I agree with that point, but I don't think having a teaspoon of sugar
I think
for
I've
your
got it
daily
wrong, yeah.
treat
I've got it wrong.
is-
What he'd do is he'd start peeling bananas and putting them in, wouldn't he? or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
yeah, right. And then
Yeah.
go on a transatlantic flight after.
That's right.
All right.
No,
Anyway, well, that was another stunning episode of health tips for your general health, courtesy of Team.
I love you cutting me off before I just continue
Double
on this story.
Diplodocus. Yeah. Join us next time for probably more health tips. You know the channel, you know the place. We need like a tagline to like sign off with.
Fuck you.
Stay healthy and fuck yourself. Bye.